Hey, thanks for tuning in to Twang and Bang. I get requests almost every day from viewers asking me to review specific products. And I think everybody realizes there's just no way that I could get to them all. But there's one request that kept rising to the top, and that is the Trijicon HD night sights for Glock. When Optics Planet gave me the chance to review something from their online store, I jumped at the chance to get some Trijicon HDs to try for myself. I wanted to see what's given them their reputation, what's made them probably the most recommended aftermarket sights for Glocks. And that's why they're coming up next on Twang and Bang. The Trijicon HDs are called night sights, but they are designed with both daytime and nighttime use in mind. The sight bodies are made of steel with a design specific to each platform, and for the Glock, they're noticeably taller than the factory sights, giving a much larger sight picture. Trijicon made their name from their excellent tritium phosphor lamps, so you know these are going to be great night sights. In fact, many of the most popular night sights made by other manufacturers still use Trijicon lamps for this reason. The three green lamps in the HDs are each bonded to a protective aluminum cylinder, then buffered from shock by silicon rubber bushings within the sights. The lamps are then capped with sapphire jewels, which are resistant to both chemical and mechanical damage. The HD's rear lamps are darkened to reduce their potential to distract from the front sight during daylight conditions. The sight face is angled and serrated to reduce glare, and the front face is hooked to facilitate racking the slide on your belt or shoe for one-handed operation. The large dot on the front sight is actually photoluminescent paint, meaning that it'll glow in the dark for several minutes with even just a 15-second charge from an LED. You can pick either a yellow or orange dot, with the glow time varying by color and light used to charge the paint. This feature isn't necessarily something that will matter if you're drawing from a concealed holster, but it can be a big benefit for law enforcement or home defense use when you might already be using a light for searching or for other reasons after your Glock is drawn. It takes a bit of work and a long lens to recreate the sight picture you'll see with your eye when using a video camera, and this turned out pretty good. You can see how the front dot centers perfectly in the U shape of the rear notch when the sights are aligned. The dots on the rear sight are visible, but they don't really grab your attention, and that's by design. Instead, your focus is naturally drawn to the front sight for fast shooting, though you still get a great traditional sight picture along the top edge when greater precision is needed. I have never pretended to be a rock star with the pistol, but I do find the big bright dot and dark rear sight to be exactly what I like in a daylight sight. I think I've grown accustomed to the single dot rear sights for nighttime use, but the HDs clearly do everything they're designed for really well, and I'm glad to have a set on my Gen 4 G17. The front sight's available in two different colors, orange, which is what I feature in this video, and yellow. And the name itself actually brings up a really interesting point because to my eye, I see a lot of green in that yellow, but that's because my eyes probably see the color differently than the people who came up with the name, and they're gonna see color differently than your eyes. So I went with orange because to me, it's not quite as bright as the yellow, and I don't like glowing sights. I'm not really a fan of fiber optic sights for that reason. And so the orange is gonna take my eye onto that front sight more quickly than a black sight, but it's not gonna be overpowering. But your eyes might need something different. Your eyes might see things differently. I think any discussion as to which is tactically superior, which color is better left at the gun store counter. Both are gonna work just fine in 2015 unless you get into a gunfight with a crossing guard or someone wearing a PT vest. Either color is gonna contrast on clothing people wear. Both colors contrast just fine on anything you're gonna be shooting at the range. So just pick the color based upon what your eye sees and what you want for your front sight. I've got a link in the video description below that's going to take you straight to the page at Optics Planet that has pictures of both sights. That's how I picked orange, and I found it to be a very fair, very accurate representation of the color that I ended up with in person. A really cool thing about getting them through Optics Planet right now is they're giving my viewers an extra 10% discount through code TWANG10, TWANG, the number 10, and that's through January 12th, 2015. So be sure to use that code if you buy these sights through Optics Planet. And I actually think it works for other things on their website right now as well. Try it out anyway. If you're looking at buying something from Optics Planet, try out that code. Also be sure to check out my Facebook page at fb.com/twangandbang.net, spelled out D-O-T-N-E-T. I post discounts and deals that I find all the time there. I'm doing short videos that are never going to make it to YouTube there, and I'm posting stuff that I think will be interesting to you almost every day. If you like this video, please take the time to log into YouTube and click the like button. YouTube needs to know that you like firearms-oriented programming. And be sure to click right here to subscribe so you can catch my next videos on bows, guns, and other cool stuff like these Trijicon HD sights. I really appreciate you watching Twang and Bang, and I hope to see you next time.